I'm State Representative Kirk Pearson. Thank you for joining me for my legislative update. This year marks my 12th year serving as your local representative, in which I'm honored to be your voice in Olympia. The 2012 legislative session began on January 9th and will last 60 days. As I speak, we're in week 2 of the session, and we still do not have any clear direction from the majority party on the state budget. However, as I get more information, I'll gladly share it with you. This year, I'm working on legislation that will protect consumers and taxpayers, address loopholes in public safety laws around stalking, and allow for a no-cost Gold Star license plate for parents of children lost serving our country. My first bill that I want to talk about today is House Bill 2303. This legislation was brought to me by several small local pharmacists who are concerned that consumers are not getting all the information they need to address their prescription needs. The proposal would address pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs, who negotiate with large drug companies to get rebates on prescriptions, many of which are name brand drugs, which are far more expensive than generic brands. The PBMs then work with insurance companies to create a system where those who need ongoing prescription drugs are required to use their mail order drug program as part of your health insurance plan. These PBMs are the only part of the healthcare industry that are completely unregulated. My bill would simply allow for some state oversight to ensure consumers are getting the best deal they can and that healthcare plans reflect that. I also introduced House Bill 2371, which would begin to get the state's lawsuit liabilities cost under control. In the current budget, nearly $150 million is set aside to pay out state lawsuits brought about state agency negligence. What my bill would do is require the state attorney general to review the claim thoroughly and give the state agencies directives to avoid the same situation happening again. The agencies would be required to follow directives to reduce taxpayer liability due to avoidable state agency mishaps. Also working with the State Attorney General, I co-sponsored House Bill 2464, which would close a loophole in the state's stalking law. As the law is currently written, the tough anti-stalking law only applies to a person the victim knows. A victim stalked by a stranger would not get the full weight of our anti-stalking law. House Bill 2464 would simply add strangers to the stalking laws so that victims can get the protections they need, whether they know their stalker or not. Finally, I introduced House Bill 2248 to allow parents of our military men and women lost serving our country to receive a free Gold Star license plate. It's a small thing, but another way we could honor those who gave the greatest sacrifice in service to others. If you plan to be in Olympia, please be sure to call my office to make an appointment. That way I can be sure to set aside enough time and a meeting space if needed for you or your group. As always, I always appreciate your calls, letters, and emails. But for now, thanks again for allowing me to serve you. I'm Kirk Pearson, your local representative.